Good afternoon, everybody. My name's Hayden from Active Launceston. You're probably expecting YMCA to be seeing them right now, but you're with me today, and I'm taking this session on behalf of the YMCA. This is the final Active and Alive session, so our 10 to 17-year-old program. We had this program running up at Ravenswood at the Starting Point Neighbourhood House, and the last few sessions have been online, and this is the last one. So today I'm going to run through 10 to 11 activities that you can use at home safely and with some family members. So some of them do require having someone else involved, but some you can do by yourself, okay? So we're going to go through 10 to 11 of them right now. I would love any comments, any feedback. I'll be looking at the screen there, so please sing out and say hello. Okay, are we ready? So the first game I have for us today is a slide game. You need just 2 pieces of paper. Hopefully you can see that. I'm moving forward. I'm moving back even. Okay, so all you're going to do is you're going to find 2 pieces of paper around the house, you're going to step on them, and you're just going to slide from one place to the other. So it almost feels like you're ice skating. Really easy game, really easy to set up. All you need is 2 pieces of paper. You might be able to use a washer or an old towel, something like that too. You do need a hard surface floor. Okay. The next one's a basketball game, and you can play this with a pair of socks. My socks are on my feet, so I've actually got a little spare ball here. Now remember, some of these games might be suitable for your younger ones, some might be suitable for your older teenagers, okay? But this one you require with a partner. So what you want to do is you want to have one of your partners, one of your pair, standing here with the arms out like this, and you're going to basically shoot it in. So you can just walk around the room wherever you are. You can go further back, corners. You can do sitting down, fade away shots, trick shots, or however it is. You can both take turns, keep a score. You can play a proper game of basketball, first to 21 maybe. So that's a really good game as well. The next one is hot and cold. Really easy game, this one. You can use anything you want. I'm going to use a little paper clip here. So this is probably a really good game for the younger ones. So one person hides it, and then basically play hot and cold. So I'm going to hide this over here. I'm going to pretend I've got someone else in the room. Okay, you want to go find that? Okay, so they're walking along now. Right, hot, hot, cold, cold, warmer, warmer, hot, 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 very hot. Found it. Old school game, really fun, that one. Okay, the next one, hide and seek. I won't explain that one. Most of you should know how to play the game. One of you hide, the other one seek. Really good game to play outside and inside as well. There's plenty of different options there, that one. The next one's called a ruler drop. You need a second person for this as well, okay? So one of you is going to hold the ruler up and drop it down. The other person basically wants to have hands on thighs, perhaps, and just catch the ruler. So your score is the top of your finger there. So 190 is my score there. If I go again, so pretending someone's dropping it, 150. Okay, so the idea is you want to get a lower score because that means you've got quicker reaction time. So once again, very easy. All you need for that one is a ruler. I'm sure you might be able to source one of these. Basically, similar to the slide game we did at the start. So you're just going to go from one room to the other, or one end of the house to the other end of the house, trying not to let the balloon touch the floor. So you can use your knee, your head. That one's really fun. Okay, I'll put that one down. Okay, next up. A couple of physical challenges now. So this is a handstand sort of challenge or handstand practice, as you may. So really, you can do this a few ways. To be honest, my favourite way is probably just getting straight into a handstand, which is just throwing the body forward and trying to lift yourself up. If you know you can't do that, there's a couple of progressions you can do. Now remember, this is general advice only. If you've got any particularly shoulder injuries or anything else, just seek advice. But a handstand, good old-fashioned handstand, something we used to really be able to do when we were younger. So a couple of progressions is an A-frame. So you want to make sure you can easily do an A-frame, rocking forward from your heels to the balls of the feet. If you can do that, okay. Another progression's like a donkey handstand kick. So it's kind of like this, okay? So kicking up, and one more. Okay, so I'm going to have a little crack at a handstand right now. So just getting straight into it and coming back down, okay? So I'm not very good at a handstand, but I'm sure if I practice for the next 2 to 3 weeks, I would get better. I'll get better than what I am now. So that's another one. Next one's an L-sit. So this is another little strength challenge you can do over the time off. You want to find a chair or something really strong that'll be able to take your body weight. And what you want to do is you rest your hands on, I'm using a desk, and you want to try to lift the feet up so you're like an L, so kind of like that. I'll go again. A progression is just knees bent, okay? Harder level again is knees straight. Make sure you're breathing normally with this exercise, okay? All right, that is quite tricky. There's 2 left. Obstacle course. Go outside, make an obstacle course. Put a marker or a leaf or a rock on a piece of grass somewhere and say, righto, when you get to this rock, 10 push-ups or some somersaults or just something. A bit of you can make anything with an obstacle course. Another one too is a fort, building a fort at home. So blankets, mattresses, cushions, chairs. Basically make your own tent, and even better, you could actually go camping. You could actually go camping in your own backyard if you've got a tent. So that'd be something really fun to do. It's getting a little bit cold, but better now than in a couple of weeks, I guess. Okay, so the last one I have is called a burpee minute challenge. The good thing about this is it's really good for starting out. You can modify burpees to make them easier or harder depending on your experience. And it starts off quite easy and then gets harder and harder as it progresses. So I'm going to show you this. Hopefully you can understand it. So we're going to start. And at the very start, from when I start the timer to 1 minute, 1 minute and 1 second to 2 minutes, we're going to do 2 burpees. From 2 minutes and 1 second to 3 minutes, we're going to do 3 burpees. And so on and so on. And it gets harder and harder. So by the time you get to between the 10th and 11th minute, you would have 11 burpees. Okay, so you can imagine that you're progressively getting less rest, which makes it harder. So I'm going to do a little demo of this right now to finish. I've got my timer here. I'll show you a few different versions of a burpee too. Okay, so I've started the clock. Here we are, we're away. So I know I've just got to do 1 burpee in this first minute. So the hardest burpee of all is including a push-up. So dropping down into a push-up, feet up, and jumping and clapping, okay? An easier version of a burpee would be stepping, feet out, stepping back, and just hands up, okay? You can do a little jump if you want to, or you can just step it out. Okay, there you go. So we've got about 20 seconds left. I know I've done my 1 burpee. 12 seconds. I wonder if I can type a little comment. Just say burpee minute challenge. Oh, spelling not the best. There we go, I've typed it. Okay, we're into our second minute. So we know we have to do 2 burpees. Okay, so I've got 45 seconds. So you can see that this gets progressively harder and harder because you get less and less rest. And the good thing is you could do this pretty much every day and you could work out where you got to. So if you know you got to the 12th minute or the 13th minute or the 7th minute, then you know you can work on something for next time. I'll do one more round. Still got 20 seconds to go. Make sure you have a drink with you. Got a bit of a drink here. And of course, make sure the area is sanitised, particularly the floor you're using. Make sure you wash your hands before and after. All right, and 3, 2, 1, let's go. All right, so as we move, I've another 45 seconds there. That's going to take a while. So to finish, I just would like to say thank you for everyone for their support over the last few weeks, particularly in these trying times. We hope you've enjoyed today's Active and Alive session. This is the last session, and it's designed for 10 to 17-year-olds. And yeah, thanks to the YMCA for instructing these sessions on our behalf, and of course, thank you to our funders, the City of Launceston, for making Active Launceston continue since 2008 now. Okay, I'm going to end the video. Love your feedback, love your comments, and it looks like I've got 4 more burpees to do, so I'll start finishing them now. All right, everybody, thank you.